Now, Ajit, you've been with Hansa Cequity for a good amount of time now. Can you tell us about Hansa Cequity, the origins of how it started and where it is today?
So Hansa Cequity is part of Hansa Group.
Right.
Hansa Group is the parent.
Mm-hmm.
Hansa Group was founded, I believe, sometime in the early 50s by R.K. Swamy, who is known, who's known in the industry, in the ad world, as the pioneer then also. And he was working with an MNC and then decided to, leave that job and start a company in Madras, I believe then. And that's how this R.K. Swamy Associates started. So R.K. Swamy Hansa Group today has close to maybe 20-30 subsidiaries in pharma, retail, research, Hansa Research, Hansa Pharma. All of these are Hansa Events. So they have a lot of these subsidiaries.
Right.
Hansa Cequity. So Cequity is also a subsidiary of the Hansa Group.
Right.
So Cequity was founded by Swaminathan Iyer and Ajay Kelkar about nearly 1.5-2 decades before. So both were very well established in respective companies that they were. Ajay was a CMO in HDFC and Swami was leading executive in one of the ad companies, and they decided to one fine day leave their jobs, take the risk, put their monies, and they founded this company and partnered with Hansa Group.
Okay.
So that's how this entire origin has come in. Of course, today we have Neeraj, as the CEO of Hansa Cequity, who was taken over from Swami.
Wow. So very interesting start, and two industry stalwarts.
Absolutely.
Having started the company, and I'm sure the company is headed in the right direction. Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that. You mentioned about the products, right? Some of them that you spoke of right now. So in MarTech, right, you categorize under that. Can you give us a brief of some of these key products of Hansa Cequity?
So I would categorize this answer into two parts. Okay. One is products. Yes, we do have a few products in the loyalty space, in the data management platform and CDP space, connected platform, data platform, and we have our own in-house developed analytical model. So these are all our products that we are, we have. But in addition, our key offering is consulting. That's where things start. We work as consultants. We try to understand the business, the domain, and then suggest exactly what would be the right approach. Even if that means we have to say, sorry, I don't think you should do this, or what you asked me, I would recommend you something different because this is how it would impact you. And we put our guarantees to it, right? So it's an outcome based. Now, because we have a heavy presence in digital space, we are able to achieve a lot of digital solutions in-house, including ORMs, gamification kind of campaigns, HTMLization, creation of microsites. So it's a complete package that we are able to provide end to end, right? So consulting being the core topmost of it, and whatever that consultant was to suggest that organization as the best way to move forward to achieve its KPI or KRA, we use all our internal products and services, including the relationship center, to actually make it happen.
Now, talking from the cybersecurity perspective, how does cybersecurity fit into the offerings of your organization?
So, my organization, Hansa Cequity, is heavily invested in data. Okay. Data is more than oil for us.
True.
And we have to deal with data, especially personal information of customers, because that is how we can provide a personalized customer experience.
Yes.
So it is extremely imperative for us to to ensure that we have steps in place, controls in place that
Right.
would be used to protect this data, because most of this data, or largely all of this data, does not belong to us. It is of our clients that we
Okay.
service, right? So it is their data, and it is a mandate on us. It is our moral and legal responsibility to ensure
Right.
that we protect our clients' information,
Right.
and thereby we protecting the client's customers' information. So that is how this whole concept of data privacy and security becomes absolutely paramount for us.
Right.
And that's again one of the core reasons why we decided to embark on these certifications that we have today, because it gives us a platform, a checklist, a guiding document that we have to follow.
Right.
It is not the end all and be all. There needs to be a lot more depending upon each client and the modus operandi and the scope of work that we perform.
Right.
However, we have a baseline in place today with Hansa Cequity and all its subsidiaries, as far as data security and privacy is concerned.
Right. So indeed, a very well, created package from security to, of course, the key services that you guys are providing. Interesting.
So basically, we are telling our clients that you are giving us the business and working with us. Trust is not only from the capability that we have, we are also equally mindful, and we can actually show it to you in letter and spirit. Right. That we also will protect your data, because we have those systems in place to demonstrate.
Right.
And there's somebody auditing us periodically to prove the point.
Right. And I think virtually you are an extended team of your clients.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly how you are working. So
we fail, our clients get impacted. So we need to ensure our clients never get impacted.
So it's always mission critical for you at the every day. Right. Now, how would Hansa Cequity's products and services be in alignment with the PDP or the GDPR guidelines when the laws come in effect, considering the nature of your business and Hansa Cequity being the torchbearer?
So the fact that we are already ready from a privacy perspective, we are already GDPR ready. We are servicing clients where we have given a commitment that we will be complying with GDPR and other regulations, CCPA and other regulations across the world. So we are not going to sweat so much when the Indian Personal Bill becomes an act in the near future. We are already complying with almost most of its draft regulations that was drafted by Justice Sri Krishna, who drafted the bill. So we are already complying with it, and it's only going to be the nuances or the fine small changes here and there that we need to, if at all, comply with. Otherwise, we are pretty much ready. Even if it was to become live tomorrow with the penalty kicking in, we would be almost ready to meet 100% of whatever it's asking us to do.
So I think you're already in the first pole position. Once it actually comes into effect, maybe a few, hammering here and there, and you are sorted.
Yeah, and so today, as a practice for the last, couple of years, all our contracts that we sign with our clients have a separate data privacy obligation section, annexure that and it is in lines with how GDPR wants us, following all those 8-10 principles of of minimization and everything, consent. So we have all those clauses covered there. So it's pretty much privacy by design from day one.
True. Again, future ready is what you made the company to, right? Great. Well, thank you for sharing about Hansa Cequity and from the security perspective, and of course an interesting story about how the company started. So thank you, Ajit, for talking to us about it.
Thank you. Great questions. Thank you.